Good morning, welcome back to my channel. This is Judy. I hope everyone is getting ready for Christmas. I'm starting to do some baking for some gifts and just to have here at the house on Christmas Day. And but I can't forget my pups. Hi, Jax. He knows I'm getting ready to bake them some treats, so he's here waiting to see if I drop anything. But I'm going to be doing an apple carrot dog treat. And you can actually roll it out, but I'm just going to make balls and make like little patties with them just because it's easy. And I got other stuff I need to bake. But I hope you don't forget your fur babies, especially dogs. I mean, I don't have any cats, but I need to come up with a treat for cats and do a video on that. But so let's get started making these apple carrot dog treats. And we'll do a little taste test with Jax, Maya, and Finn. Okay, we're going to mix up our wet ingredients first. So I have a half a cup of carrots, and I grated them with my little grater. You can use a food processor, which I don't have one. I need to get one of those. But then I use a really kind of a fine little grater. Because carrots, they're going to bake in the oven, but you want them to be done. And then a whole, I don't know, I think small to medium apple. I think this one was kind of small, and I peeled it, because you don't want any of the seeds because they're poisonous. And then I grated it with my hand grater. Then again, you can use your food processor. Okay, that's that. Now we're going to add in our oil. The recipe calls for vegetable oil. I'm using a 1/3 cup of coconut oil that I melted, and it's cooled down to room temperature. Or they're close to. Let's mix that around a little bit. Okay, now we're going to add 1 beaten egg, which I have right here, fresh from my little chickens. They're going to love this. This is a new one. I haven't made these before, so mix that around. Okay, and we may need to add a little water once we add the flour and the oats, but we'll see here in a second what it looks like. Now, I took some whole oats, they're organic oats, and I kind of pulsed them in my NutriBullet just a little bit. So we're going to add those. That's a half a cup. I'll leave the recipe in the description box. So half a cup of those. Okay, now the recipe also calls for whole wheat flour, but I find that, especially my dogs, they digest oat flour, or you can use rice flour, better than they do whole wheat. And you could use all-purpose if you want, but it's really not healthy for dogs. And like I said, I don't really like whole wheat for my dogs anyway. So, all right, now we're going to add 2½ cups of oat flour. And all I did was take the organic oats, put them in my NutriBullet, and blended them until they became a flour. So let's just add, might as well just add it all. So 2½ cups of flour. Now, like she said in the recipe, it calls, I might need add a little bit of water to get it, to the consistency we want, but maybe not. We'll see. Depends on your apple, I guess, and how moist your apple is, because that's what adds moisture to this recipe. We're going to mix it until I don't see any flour. And I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees. Okay. I don't think I'm going to need to add any water since I'm going to make patties out of it. And if you want to roll it out, I think this is probably a perfect consistency. My fingers in here. Get it off the spoon. Okay, I think we got just about all the dry flour mixed in. Okay, I don't think I need to add any water, because it's already moist. Okay, I'm going to get the cookie sheet ready, and we'll get these in the oven. Okay, I've got my cookie sheet here. I got this one came with, it was a set at Costco, and they're beautiful. They're like the gold non-stick cookie sheets. Of course, you don't want to use a metal spatula on here, but I got 2 of these half sheet pans, I believe they are, and the other one was a quarter sheet. So like a 3 set for like $16, which is awesome. All right, and I've sprayed it with my, well, it's not Baker's Choice, but it's my Best Choice, and it's a non-stick, you know, oil with the spray with the flour in it. And we're gonna well, I put some coconut oil on my hands, so about that size, which is about the size of a walnut, and then I'm just gonna press it down a little and just make little patties. Like I said, you can roll it out and cut it out. That's fine. But for time wise, I have a lot more. I have cookies to make and some other stuff, so. And I'm gonna put them about, I don't know, about 1.5 inches, 2 inches apart. They're probably not gonna spread very much because there's no baking powder or baking soda in here. And that's what we're gonna do. Now you're gonna have to refrigerate these when they're finished because of the apples and the carrots. You don't want to leave them out on your counter because they probably will mold eventually. And it's better to, you know, have them fresh. Now you can take these and put them, if you want to cut them out in a little cute little bone shape or paw shape. You can also gift these to people in your family who have dogs for their, you know, Christmas gift. And yes, my dogs are spoiled, and my family's dogs are spoiled. Okay, I'm going to finish getting this cookie sheet filled up, and we'll see how many we get. It says you'll get about 20 to 24 if you cut them into bone shapes, but we might get more doing it like this. Okay, and I love making treats for my dogs. Okay, I will be back. Okay, these are ready to go into the oven at 350 degrees. Now the recipe says 40 to 45 minutes. I don't know if that seems kind of long to me, but we'll see how they do in my oven, and I will let you know how long they bake for. Okay, here's the apple carrot dog treats. I actually got 40 out of the whole batch. Made this size. Now if you're going to roll them out and cut them out into a dog bone shape, you're probably going to get less. The recipe says 20 to 25, but I got 40 at this size. And they got a little brown on the bottom, but that's good. That's fine. And I actually, I started out at 350 in my oven, and I was afraid they were going to burn, so I turned my oven down to 325 for this size because, like I said, I didn't want it to burn. But they, you know, they're dry, and the apple and carrot should be cooked because they're shredded fine. And we're going to do a little... and there's Jax and Finn behind me. So let's do a little taste test and see what they think. Okay, here they are. Jax is in the front, then Finn, and then Maya. So let's give Jax his first. Sit. Good boy. And Finn. Oh, you're such a good boy, Finn. Let's see what you think. And then there's Miss Maya. Good girl. Let's see what they think. Wow, gone already? Yeah, we know. This one right here is a little chow hound. So they approve. Can you say Merry Christmas? Tell them Merry Christmas. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Like I said, I will leave it in my description box below. But my dogs love them, and that was a pretty easy recipe. But you can actually make them a little bit smaller for smaller dogs if you'd like to do that, and you could you'll get more that way too. So, but I took the rest and I put them in a little Christmas bag so I can make some for my friends' dogs too for the holidays. So you could also put a tag on there. I just put a little, the little twisty thing that comes with the bags, and then just some little rustic twine on there. So I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. I may have one more video before Christmas Day. We'll see what I can get done. But if I don't, I wish you all a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. God bless everyone. Stay healthy, and I will catch you in my next video.